Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we'll be discussing the last words of the Smiths bassist Andy Rourke. Andy Rourke was an incredibly talented musician who had a profound impact on the music industry. Rourke is remembered for his contributions to the Smiths, one of the most influential alternative bands of the 1980s. As we explore his last words, we'll be uncovering the legacy he left behind and the impact he had on music as a whole. Andy Rourke had an impressive career that spanned over 3 decades. He was well known for his bass playing, which brought melodic and rhythmic complexity to the Smiths' music. He was also a songwriter and producer. Rourke was an essential member of the Smiths who popularized jangle pop and helped pioneer alternative rock. His work in the band was both innovative and influential. He played on every Smiths album and co-wrote several of their most famous songs, including The Boy with the Thorn in His Side and There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. He was also one of the founding members of the band DARK, who blended electronica with punk rock. Sadly, Andy Rourke passed away on January 27, 2022, leaving behind a rich legacy in the music industry. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we'll explore his last words and the impact they had on his fans. Andy Rourke, whose fluid bass playing helped the Smiths soar from their roots in Manchester, England to become an influential and beloved indie rock band, has died at age 59. Rourke had been ill with pancreatic cancer, Smiths guitarist Johnny Marr said as he announced the news. Andy will always be remembered, Marr said via Instagram, as a kind and beautiful soul by everyone who knew him, and as a supremely gifted musician by people who love music. He will never die as long as his music is heard, Smiths vocalist Morrissey said via his website. He didn't even know his own power, and nothing that he played had been played by someone else. On the Smiths recordings in the 1980s, Marr said, Andy reinvented what it is to be a bass guitar player. Rourke performed a sort of alchemy on his bass parts, crafting propulsive lines that brimmed with melody, a sublime counterpart to Marr's jangling guitars and Morrissey's vocals. If you got lost trying to follow either of the latter, you could always count on the former to bring you home. After the Smiths disbanded, Rourke worked on a range of projects, including stints playing with Marr and Morrissey during their solo careers. He also played with other artists, from Sinead O'Connor and Badly Drawn Boy to New Order bassist Peter Hook. Rourke spoke about the angst in the Smiths' music. The Smiths were only together from 1982 to 1987, recording 4 stellar albums, a breakneck pace that Rourke later attributed as a main reason the band couldn't stay together. Recounting the band's origins, Rourke told Mojo magazine that he had taken lessons in classical guitar, but later switched to bass after realizing that the bassist in an early band he was in with Marr could only play one song, Don't Believe a Word by Thin Lizzy. I just got really into it, Rourke said, and that included an appreciation for jazz and funk. I started listening to Stanley Clarke and, dare I say, Level 42, though not for very long. I was just pushing the boundaries, seeing where I could take it. When he played with the Smiths, Rourke said there was a natural tension between him and the drummer, Mike Joyce. For the first year, the two rarely spoke. It created quite a dynamic but aggressive sound. Even on the quiet ones, there's some kind of angst there between us, so not talking much probably helped us. There was nothing contrived about it. We were dueling off each other, Rourke added. As news of Rourke's death spread, Joyce tweeted, Andy's left the building, but his musical legacy is perpetual. I miss you so much already. Forever in my heart, mate. Marr mourns his longtime friend. Andy and I met as schoolboys in 1975. We were best friends going everywhere together, Marr said as he announced Rourke's death. At age 15, Marr said he moved in with Rourke. The two friends played together in a few bands in the Manchester area before writing their musical legacy with Morrissey and Joyce in the Smiths. Andy and I spent all our time studying music, having fun, and working on becoming the best musicians we could possibly be, Marr said. It was an absolute privilege to watch Rourke play bass, he said. Well done, Andy. We'll miss you, brother, Marr added. According to reports, Rourke's last words were spoken to a journalist from the publication News of the World shortly before his passing. It was reported that, in the interview, Rourke spoke about his struggles with addiction and the impacts they had on his life. He talked about the pain of losing friends due to drug-related incidents and the importance of getting help. Rourke's last words serve as a sobering reminder of the dangers of addiction and the need for support. The struggles with addiction are something that many people can relate to, and Rourke's last words could inspire and motivate those who are struggling to seek help. His words also highlight the importance of mental health support in overcoming addiction. By speaking out about his experiences, Rourke was able to raise awareness about the issue and help others who are going through the same thing. Rourke's passing was a huge loss for the music industry. His contributions to the Smiths and to music as a whole were immeasurable. His distinctive bass playing has influenced countless musicians and continues to inspire new generations today. His ability to blend melodic and rhythmic elements created a unique sound that set the Smiths apart from other bands of the same era. Rourke was also known for his kindness and generosity. He often worked with charitable causes and used his platform to raise awareness of issues that were important to him. He was passionate about music and had a keen ear for emerging talent. In conclusion, the last words of Andy Rourke were a poignant reminder of the struggles with addiction and the importance of seeking help. The legacy that he left behind is a testament to his talent, his generosity, and his passion for music. His work with the Smiths and other bands continues to influence and inspire new generations, and his contributions to music will not be forgotten. We hope that by discussing Andy Rourke's life and legacy, we've shed light on his incredible talent and reminded our viewers of the importance of supporting those who are struggling with addiction. We thank you for tuning in and invite you to join us for more discussions on the music industry.